Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody who's tuned in always, you know what time it is. It's Wednesday. It's the Bold Prediction Sports Media Podcast. And as always, as tradition, as it'll always be, that's Mr. KC. I'm that dude with the beard. What's going on, Mr. KC?
Oh, chilling, getting ready for this little Thanksgiving little day where we get a little, eat a bunch of little food, watch a few football games, and just, enjoy life and time together.
Oh, I know that's right. Trying to fix my screen here. All of a sudden, it got a little blurry. Give me a second here. What this thing is doing. Anyway, we're just gonna rock like this. Anyway, you know what time it is. We coming at you with this week's NFL action here, and we got a couple of doozies starting off. But before we jump into that, we got a little bit of breaking news. Daniel Jones and the Vikings seem to have struck up a deal that's gonna acquire his services. Practice squad initially, I'm assuming, and then I don't know where they go from there. Do you not believe in Darnold at this point, or what? What do you think is going on, Mister Casey?
Well, I believe the quarterback situation for Minnesota apparently is very fluid. It is
Right.
very fluid because it wasn't to me going into the situation, it was not just do you trust Sam Darnold? It's what do you do with this rookie quarterback that you got, JJ McCarthy, still, in the mix. Like this is a whole lot of can't believe what's going on here, but it is nice to see a possibility of Daniel Jones in a situation with actual players around him. Like that could
Man,
be a very interesting situation in the NFL because we do see Sam Darnold having a magical turnaround in such a situation.
exactly. My thoughts exactly here. Initially thought that he would end up in Dallas somehow, some way. Maybe could have revived their season a little bit, but interesting just to see that the Vikings do that. Maybe if Darnold goes down, I guess they don't really have anybody else behind them that they're comfortable with. So bring in Daniel Jones, guys got quality experience who really ain't had a well, he had a bad season. Like I said, still coming off of that injury, and then not having talent around him. I mean, even the year before that, he had a pretty good season. They went to the playoffs. So we talked about it, and um, we'll see what the Giants do from
Even
here.
this year,
Huh?
I would even argue this year he's had a couple games where he's looked decent. And then you see the people around him get injured and stuck in this New York Giants mess. And suddenly, you look like Daniel Jones again. Look, this was never a Daniel Jones problem in for the New York Giants, and it was pretty wild to see them move on like that. And I think the reason it didn't work with the Cowboys is because I don't think they're going to have the money to pay a quarterback any kind of money in the future. Because to move on from Dak is you're going to have to do with what they did with Russell Wilson. That's eat so much money, it's not even funny. Like you
Right.
you messed up the next 2 to 3 seasons already in advance
Right.
this year for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. And ain't too much to say about Dallas besides they're in the same spot that they've been in the last 30 years. Mediocrity, a lot of hype, not enough play. So they're done and done.
Yeah, I'm
So
right
with
there
that
with you.
Yeah, so with that in mind here, we'll see what Daniel Jones does if he gets the opportunity to play here. But we've seen a lot of great action last weekend, some quality wins, some close wins, but we're pretty much seeing how the playoff landscape is almost shaping out at this point here. And it's starting to really look good here for a certain team in the AFC West that has a certain amount of losses, which is only one.
Yeah, I mean, if I believe if the math works out correctly, if they beat the Raiders and the Broncos, they've officially won the AFC West already. Like it's already about to be wrapped up.
Yeah. It's time to go ahead and wrap that thing up. But this is as tradition here. We've had a stranglehold tighter than a vice grip from Bobby Lashley. We've been choking the AFC West for so long. Like they feet are about to blow up. The pressure can't go nowhere else. Like the stranglehold is that strong, man.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to see. Let me see. Shout out to Trey. He said, "What's up? Nice to see you popping in, Trey."
My screen is
And then
still
we've got Summer. Shout out to you. Hi. And then Mr. 300% had a he had an accident, I guess. That's always a rough situation. Chat gets wild sometimes.
there we
Make
go.
sure you clean yourself.
Oh, what happened? Somebody got a little dirty?
No, these comments are crazy. Don't worry about it. Trolls got a troll.
Trolls got a troll.
Uh,
Somebody got to be under that bridge. Good job.
Look, that bridge ain't empty.
Man,
And look, I ain't cleaning up underneath the bridge either. You do you, troll.
do
Like,
you, man?
get it.
Hopefully you catch you a little Billy Goat gruff somewhere coming soon, man. But hey, look, there's plenty of garbage. There's plenty of troll stuff to do. So have at it.
Right. All right, let's hop right into this week. We got some quick, exciting little Thursday. We got tons of Thursday games this week. It's pretty crazy to think about.
Man, was this the first time we've had a triple header on Thanksgiving? Or
No,
the
I think
second
it's
time?
usually always no. It's usually a trio. You usually get a trio of
It,
games.
well, you know what? You're right here. And because they're always so usually trash, I never watch them. So maybe that's why
Yeah,
I got confused on the number there. But yeah, we'll roll through it and see how they did this Thanksgiving. Let's talk about it.
yeah. For this Thanksgiving game, the first one on the board, 12:30. Start kicking off right. These all Eastern time. I'm pretty positive.
Mhm.
The first game is Bears versus Lions. Can the Bears somehow, some way, go into Detroit and win?
No, there's no way they go into Detroit and win. The Bears have been who I thought they was gonna be. The quarterback is who I thought he was. And the thing is, I'm not hating. I left the door open. I left the light on. We every opportunity was given to Chicago to prove me wrong, to prove us wrong. Mr. Casey's right here with me. All this is showing me is that you should have kept Justin Fields because he still got more wins before he was benched than your team has currently.
Mm,
That's all I'm gonna say.
mm.
That's it.
And look, let's be honest. You're telling me Justin Fields couldn't have gone 4-8 so far this year? Look, I know what you're going to say that you're 4-7 currently, but you've already lost this game.
This
Look,
game,
there's
no.
a
If we
10
had
point
Justin
difference.
Fields, we leave the light on for you because you might be able to get it done. You got dynamic playmaker at quarterback. You don't have that. Caleb's not
No,
there.
the Bears got so many holes. You got your wide receiver sitting down on the bench, in the middle of the play. Like, come on, the Bears are what the Bears know they are, and they're the Bears. Like, this is b- Bear Bowl. That's all I can say.
It's unbearable, is what it is.
Unbearable. Yeah. It's disgusting. Look, you're telling me you could have used that first round. You could have traded back, still grabbed a quarterback if you really wanted to throw a dart on someone and
No.
gain more draft picks and still be in a better position
What they
than
could
what
have
you
done was kept Justin Fields, drafted Marvin Harrison Jr., and then
mm,
you could have had some splash bang with all the other things that you had, and then use that other pick. You could have picked up anybody on defense, really. But I know where that first pick could have went. I know where this story should have gone, but we have to live in reality and realize that that Chicago GM ownership combination is still terrible. And this is me saying it again. You need to throw the dynamite in the lobby and blow that thing up because obviously the people you got making moves ain't making the right ones.
yeah, look, this is the surefire pick. How many times do you hear that surefire pick thing an awful lot? And look at the quarterbacks that are leading the NFL. It's a Patrick Mahomes, the second up guy. Lamar Jackson was barely a first round quarterback. Like, yeah, this is the kind of situation you are, and you have these surefire Mitch Trubisky,
Right.
Bears, Caleb Williams having like you gotta learn the lesson. Like you gotta spend more
Right.
time scouting these quarterbacks. Look, he's better than Patrick Mahomes. Where?
Man.
Where? What part of his game have we seen? What part are you gonna point to?
None of it. None of it. There's nothing that they can do, nothing they can say. All the BS comparisons that we were hearing all season, especially by, I call him my name by Nick Wright and all them folks on Fox Sports, touch them. Oh my God, here's the next coming Patrick Mahomes. And then you get the other disrespect with Bo Nix from the Saints. Come on, he's up there with Patrick. I already believe it. I wanted Patrick when he first came out and blah 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 blah. We hear a lot of this BS, a lot of these tall tales. The fact of the matter is, they wanted Caleb to be a star. They was trying to make him a star, and he's a bust. Like, see, Jamarcus Williams, whatever you want to call him, Caleb Russell, whatever you want to call him, man. And if y'all want to say I'm casting judgment too early or whatever, just show me where I'm wrong, man. Show me where I'm wrong. Because any other quarterback with that team, I will guarantee they have more than 4 wins. Just like I said, Justin
Look,
Fields, he got more wins on the bench, and that offense has less. If you look at the Steelers' offense than what the Bears got, there's just no way. There's just no way.
like the only positive thing you can say for the Bears is this is a 12:30 game. So if they get out of the stadium quick enough, they can actually probably make it back home in time for dinner. You might have to
Yeah,
have your dinner about 6 or 7, but
man.
you probably make it home for dinner for this one for the Bears. So shout
Right.
out to that. Like, well, that's always
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And I don't know if they'll allow it, but you can always just throw in the towel at a certain point. 'Cause, I mean, I'm pretty sure like this is going to be a river walk. This is probably the easiest game that the Lions have played in 3 years. Like I
Yeah,
don't know. Anyway, of
yeah. And the money line's minus 500 for the Lions,
course
so
it
you'll get
is.
50. Yeah, so you'll get 50% back of whatever you bet, or 20%. You get a
Hmm.
little 20% return. My bad. Excuse me.
Right.
So it's not that bad. Free 20%. If you make that in the stock market in a year, you said you had a good year, so at least you get a quick 20%.
Right. Mm.
Next on the list, Giants versus Cowboys. Drew Lock is going to be quarterback. We got Drew Lock for the Giants.
What? No more
Yeah.
Danny DeVito?
No DeVito.
I'm going with the Giants, baby. Let's go. Drew Lock, Malik Neighbors combination. Let's see it happen. Come on. That's the closest
This,
thing I'll ever
this,
get to rooting for him.
I'm here for the upset. I, we got two upsets on Thursday. We got two of them. And
Okay, let's see.
the first one's going to be the Giants over the Cowboys. I'll take that Giants money line. I'm with you. Look, Drew
Yeah,
Lock gets his opportunity of redemption.
man. Man. And that's
Let that
what
lease on
what
the
time is
boys.
that game? That's the afternoon game?
4:30.
Yeah. Give
4:30
me
is
enough
kickoff.
give me enough time to make it out there. Oh yeah. 'Cause I'm definitely doing that because I didn't know. I thought DeVito was playing, so I was ready to write the Giants off. But no, what they say, lock is playing, so it's a lock.
Yeah, right. Shout it out. Shout it out. All right. Upset number two. Dolphins versus Packers.
Ha! The only thing that's gonna be upset is you, because the Packers are gonna steamroll these fucking Dolphins. Are you kidding me? It's the pack.
Who's for the win?
Oh god. Oh god. That's by far the funniest thing I've heard all day. Good night. No,
Look, the
like I
fans
said,
need it. They need it.
the,
They need
the
it bad.
Packers need it. The Packers need it. They need it real
Packers do
bad.
kind of need it. They
They
don't need
do.
it as bad as the Dolphins
This
do.
is position. Yeah, the Dolphins ain't going to the playoffs. This is a wrap. They
If
need
the
this win.
Dolphins need to win this game and like the Texans game, and I think they'll have enough wins because the rest of the games are easy. Like they can cakewalk pretty much the rest of the schedule, but
No,
they
they can't.
really need
No, they
they
can't. This
really
is
need to pull
this is
off
you
this.
convincing yourself that they're gonna do it, and I'm here because I'm your brother, and I'm your sobering reality. It's not going to happen, Mister KC. You realized it a
Look,
week ago, or you realized it a few weeks ago, but don't try it now, because all you're gonna do is end up like what you're trying to call this matchup: upset.
no, it's defense for the win, man. Look, Mike McDaniel's, they've been practicing for cold weather. He's been throwing ice cubes at them. He keeps a pocket full of ice
What they say
cubes.
is just folks. You just gotta turn the camera off for a second. Just.
He's,
Oh
they're
god.
ready. They're ready for the cold weather in Green Bay. They got the ice cubes.
Look, man, this game is in Miami.
No, it's in Green Bay. They're in trouble. It's cold up there,
Hmm.
but it's been
Yeah,
cold down here.
I'm gonna double down on the pack situation. Matter of fact, I
Look,
think I'm gonna pick me up a pack for the pack. Let's do it. Matter of fact, that's what we doing. And I'm gonna add them to this Giants parlay win. It's gonna net me some bread. Let's do it.
look. This is all I'm saying is like it's been cold down here. So like
Hmm.
I understand like
Well, I
you
guess
they
it's Green Bay
might
cold
not see
now down in
similar,
Florida. It's
but yeah, like
Wisconsin
six.
cold down in Florida.
It was like 60 degrees. Like it's only 67 degrees right now.
Oh yeah,
Well, and like I
it's
understand he's a little
tropical.
bit more south,
It's tropical.
so it's a little colder, a little warmer down there than it
It's
is
probably
here.
20 in Wisconsin.
Oh, if you're lucky, if they're lucky, I hope it's 20. I hope it's at least 20. Oh, it's scary to think about sometimes. Like I'm fortunate where I don't have to travel to all these other cities where it's cold, like these Miami Dolphins players do, and it's
They're not
crazy to
ready
think
for what's
about.
going on, and I'm putting two on concussion watch. Two
Okay,
on concussion
okay.
watch.
Look, it is a high of 30 tomorrow. Oh, it
In
might snow.
Wisconsin,
Is this supposed to snow?
it's a high of 30.
Yeah,
Cook
low of
them Dolphins
22.
up. Good night. They're done. They gonna be ready to get on the plane to get back to Miami. Get back to that warm and they dinner. It's
Oh,
a
it's supposed
wrap.
to snow at 2 o'clock. It's supposed to
Ooh,
snow
yeah,
at
very
2.
nice. Good night. Dolphin safe tuna coming up.
It'll be done before then, though. They'll have the field cleaned off. They'll be ready to
Uh,
go. Oh no,
it's gonna
no,
be frigid.
snowing at
It's gonna be
18.
frigid and rigid. You might as well bring a baby doll named Bridget, because it's over. I'm glad to hear it. I'm so
Look,
glad to hear it. Cause they ain't nothing but a finesse motherfucking toilet paper and warm water team anyway. Now they gotta go out to that frigid cold. They about to get blasted. Pack for the win. It probably won't even be close.
it's 3.5 point spread over under of 47 and a half.
Yep. It ain't gonna be
You know
that
it's the
much.
Saints.
Cause it ain't gonna take that much to beat the Dolphins. They ain't gonna score that much. They'll probably
They've got
I give them 10 points maybe.
only 18% of the public is betting Miami.
You wanna know why? Because all that whole 18% is you Floridans. Everybody else on the planet who done watched the weather advisory, who done watched the season in these two teams. Packers are light years ahead of these Dolphins. Even if Tua was healthy all season and their record was better, the planet would still pick the Packers because they're still that much better.
Justin Herbert and Tua have got the same amount of touchdown throws.
That's cool. You're bringing up bums to bums. That's just
Yeah.
charcoal to ashes. You're talking about to me. Barbecue's
But I just,
barbecue.
look, if we're gonna dig on one, I'm gonna dig on someone else too. We'll throw some other names in comparison to it.
Oh man,
Let it
hey,
let
look. As long as you keep it in the trash realm, you're spot on. You can throw all the trash together. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. Cause all four of them
speaking.
teams, out of all of every team you mentioned, Jordan Love is still the best quarterback.
Yeah, yeah. That's not a. I'm not gonna disagree with that one. That's a fair thing.
So it's a wrap.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of a wrap, we got another trash team to talk about. We've
Ooh.
we've got some trash traveling to Kansas City
Oh yeah.
for our first Black Friday little Black Friday game. The Las Vegas Raiders are going to travel to the Kansas City Chiefs and play the Kansas City Chiefs on Black Friday at 3 o'clock. Must watch game.
And as tradition, we're gonna win. And it is a much watch game. It's just what I'm looking forward to about Friday. Um, this game will go ahead and put us in further position to further capture the number one position as far as rankings go and everything. Um, and it'll put to bed a rivalry that's pretty much been there for the last, I would say, 10 years or so, man. Like, the Raiders have never
The Raiders have never really been that kind of team that makes you really kind of scared.
right. So, like I said, no fear coming from them guys. Not worried about it. They got too much turmoil going on in their whole situation. Chiefs for the win.
Yeah, currently 13-point spread against the Oakland Raiders or Vegas Raiders, wherever you guys move from. I'm gonna keep naming names if we keep going. You know that happens occasionally when you move as often as the Raiders do. Look, this is a trash team you want to lose. Like, let's be honest, you don't even want to win this game. It's better for you to lose. And the 13-point spread seems dangerous because for whatever reason, Andy Reid just refuses to step on a gas pedal and blow teams out. Like, he just doesn't want to do it.
Right. And that's just it. Like I said, once you Bill Belichick or Kyle Shanahan, he don't look at blowing you out. Like I don't know what it is about them two. He like, yeah, let's take it to the limit. Let's run it up. But everybody else, he said, oh, we'll let them lean around. It's like a cat playing with a mouse. Like you're already caught. Well, we want it to last a little bit longer. We're gonna give you a shot. You know what I mean? Give you a shot to escape. Can you escape the pitter patter of the paws?
Right. Oh, let's give a quick shout out to our dude Theo. He said he's back. Nice to see you, Theo.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you. All
But yeah,
right, next on
it's
the
the rest of
list.
them boys. Wrap them up.
Yeah, we're not going to beat up on the Chiefs versus Raiders too much. I mean, it's just too obvious of a pick. 3% of the public believes in the Raiders, and all 3% have to be Raiders fans.
And not
The
even in
next on
Vegas.
the
It's them as
list,
old Raiders fans still in California.
right? Let's move on to Sunday. Big old Sunday action. A little Titans versus Commanders.
Yeah, I got the Commanders for the win. It shouldn't even really be close, honestly.
Yeah, I really wish the Commanders would have won last week. It would have put them in a much better position sitting at 8-4. But now
Man,
that they're currently 7-5, this is one of those get right games. Look, the Titans will upset some teams. They do it. This is in their DNA. It's the same as the Colts. It's the only thing
man.
they're here for the whole season.
is to ruin somebody else's party, but it ain't
Right?
gonna happen on
That's
Sunday,
all y'all do. It's
man.
your whole DNA. Yeah, nay. Don't make no sense. But yeah, give me the Commanders as well. That feels like another heavy favorite. 7% of the public believes in the Titans.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, now next one on the list is the Texans versus the Jaguars. Can the Jaguars get it done in Jacksonville?
I will say that the Texans have shown certain vulnerabilities in certain situations. I'm not going to sit here and act like they've been flawless. Um, but Jacksonville has shit the bed like no other. And I don't think that they can win this game. And what's crazy is I picked them to win this game before the season started. I thought they were going to split. But this is the sweep happening. Like the broom is about to hit the dustpan, and the AFC South is going to Houston.
Yeah, absolutely. And they'll move Houston to 8-5. So set a nice good spot for the playoffs. You know, it might be a cakewalk for the Chiefs to have even that number 3 spot locked up if they win the next 2 weeks.
Man.
Next on the list, we have the Seahawks versus the Jets.
Hmm. I want to hear what you got to say. Tell us why the Jets are going to win, Mr. KC.
The Jets are going to win because they're at home. They're at home. They're at home. The Seattle's got to travel really far to make it to New York. Like it's like at least a 4 hour flight, like maybe a 3 hour flight.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you couldn't tell through all the sarcasm, Mr. KC has finally acknowledged that he knows the Jets are washed and done, and that the Seahawks are going to win this game, and it's probably not even going to be close. We got
Yeah,
Big
no, I give
Gino
up.
for the win.
As soon as I seen Mike Williams traded for the Jets, I gave up on him. I was like, I'm done.
He
Y'all
said, I'm
done? I'm
done.
done. I'm done. Look, you can't put up a bigger smoke signal in the sky. Look, I don't even care if he's good or not. Look, if you're getting rid of your offense, I know. Look, what else are we doing here? What are we like? I'm supposed to pick you to win? No, you're 2 point dogs at home, and I don't understand how it's only 2 points. Honestly, but that's
I
what
don't
I thought
know.
was crazy about this. Looking at this game, I was like, you really could pick Seahawks for -2 and be pretty comfortable. Like I might even stretch that to -5.5 or something. Like I think the Seahawks winning by at least 6. Like give me some extra points. Like look, 2 points is like shenanigans. The Jets ain't winning. Aaron Rodgers don't care. Nobody cares. Jets are trash. The whole New York, everybody, all the New Jersey teams are trash
I
this
love to
year.
hear it. I love to hear you say it. Finally, come on back. Because
Hey, you gotta give the Giants on that bandwagon. They're trash too. Now,
they're
no,
better than the Jets.
not with DeVito.
But after the
So,
lock
like,
this weekend, after this weekend's lockup, I'm gonna keep saying they better than the Jets.
man, you know what I want to see? A dang Giants Jets game just to see who can give up quicker. Like, what does that game look like?
Dude, it'd be all time scoring in the 55, 53. Oh God.
I think it's gonna be 0-0, and
Oh,
it's
that's
a
the
tie.
time. That's the
Yeah,
time
they
I've
go
been
for a
looking for
tie. I
all
know it.
season.
Yeah, 37 fumbles in the game. Like ain't no one
Good
can hold on to the
night.
ball. Magically, they're like, "Hey, no, it's yours."
He said 37 fumbles. Good night. Ain't nobody holding on to the rock. It's a wrap.
Playing hot potato.
Oh God.
Look, actually, we got one of those games on the list. It is the Colts versus the Patriots. What does this hot potato
Damn.
look like? Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about a shit show? Tell me why I like the Colts though in this game. I
Because
guess
the
I'm
Colts
just,
care.
huh?
Because the Colts probably care.
Yeah, I
Because
think
they
so.
probably, I think they actually might want to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts in that one.
The, the only thing I'm nervous about with this game, though, I will say Colts versus Patriots. It's going to be cold in New England, and this is in New England. The Colts typically play in a cold environment, but in a dome, with a stadium with a roof in proper cold weather situations. There's a lot of
Yeah,
these old fashioned teams like the Chiefs and the Packers that are like, hey, it's cold, but we're going to be tough.
yeah.
Who cares? It's 4 degrees outside.
Right.
We're
We had an
playing
ice bowl
football.
last year. We'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't. I'm laughing, laughing,
Man,
laughing all the way to the beach when I hear
right.
that one. I'm like, boy, tell you what, I'm not going to do.
Man, real talk. That could be concerning, but at the same time, New England just don't have it. And like you said, the Colts care. It's the Colts win.
Yeah, and the Patriots are currently sitting at 3 wins on the season, sitting very nice for a top 10 draft pick. And I think the Colts, they could probably use it, but they also, I don't know. I think I think I'm going to stick with it. I think they just want it more.
Yeah.
Next one, oh, this is a banger of a matchup: Cardinals versus Vikings in Minnesota.
Cards versus Vikings in Minnesota. Gonna go with the Vikings at home.
Uh,
I wanted to pick Zona, but I just don't think they can win in Minnesota.
I'm going Cardinals. I think there's an upset here.
You do? Did the
Yeah.
Cards win last week?
No, I think they lost. They're 6-5.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Just like I picked last week. So I'm gonna go with that again. 2 weeks in a row the Cardinals lose.
And that does feel. You're making me not want to bet it now because it just, when you do. Sometimes you got to do the say it out loud test, and it just, it
Man.
just, it does feel a little funky saying that Arizona Cardinals are going to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Like that does not pass the sniff test. But the Cardinals they got to 6-5 by winning games like this. They
Yeah,
got
but
some upsetters on the resume.
these Vikings are poised to try to make some kind of NFC playoff run. They need to go ahead and win this game if they gonna prove to the world that they can try to do something. Well, why did you get Daniel Jones? Darnold gonna come out there. He said, "What I gotta do? Throw for 500 to show you that I'm ready." Justin Jefferson probably about to have a game on these dudes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need to put him on my parlay too. Let me make sure I put Jefferson to score. He probably gonna get two of them hoes on these Cardinals.
Uh, all
Mm-hmm.
right, I'm not gonna bet that game. I'm leaving it alone.
He
It's
said, "Leave it alone." He asterisk. Okay, put the
put an
asterisk
asterisk by
on.
that one. Put that asterisk. Not allowed to bet.
Man.
I know you want to. I know you really want to bet it, but just keep your money in your pocket, and you won
Mm-hmm.
already. Sometimes not making the bet is it is it Lions on top. Yeah, we did. We definitely picked the Lions over the Bears. So shout out to
Oh yeah.
King Julian.
Oh yeah.
Let me see here. Next on the list, I like this game too. What? Oh,
Oh, do you? Well, let's talk about it.
we got an upset alert. We got
Oh
the
man.
dog of the week. Found it. I ain't even looked at the rest of the list yet, and I already found the dog of the week. Like this one heavy. Wish it had a little more juice to squeeze out of it, but I'll take it. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Cincinnati to play the Bengals.
And they got the Steelers as the underdog?
3 points.
What? Good night. I gotta lock that in tomorrow before they try to change their mind.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let
Good.
them.
Good
Yeah, the only
night.
thing, and even in the Vegas right now, it's almost a 50-50 split on the betting public. So it's a little heavy for Pittsburgh. It's 55%. So even the public is like, hey, thanks for the dog of the week. Like, what
Right.
do you, like,
Ain't
that
no
don't make
way.
no sense.
No, it don't. Pittsburgh is tough. I can't say the same
We
about
got another
Pittsburgh.
interesting. We got another interesting one. I want to get your.
Uh oh, you froze up there. Write that down. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we lost Mr. KC for a second here, and he'll pop back in. But type in the comments what you think about this Steelers game. Like I said, Cincinnati, they ain't had it all season. And if you consistently watching the show and everything, you've heard me say it time and time again. And I even said it in our off-season picks. Cincinnati's not even going to make the playoffs. We're talking about a team that has too much focus in the wrong places, everywhere except for football. They got too much contract turmoil. The front office lacks the capacity to get deals done. They let certain defensive players walk. They put themselves in this position here. So at the end of the day, I can't really be too mad, or not too mad, but feel too bad for these Bengals. So this is the Steelers' game to lose if they really wanted to, but this is for the North, and the Steelers, like I already told you, is going to win the North. Now,
Yeah, yeah. The AFC North. Look, and that pick was pretty disgusting. Well, we're gonna have to find that, and we'll be like, we're gonna have to find that because I'm gonna go ahead and post that video and be like, look, nobody predicted the AFC North, and be like, but someone did.
man, and keep telling y'all the Bengals ain't going to the offs 2 years in a row. People think I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. The Bengals are going Bengal. Y'all got intoxicated off the few wins they got and all of the extra stuff, but y'all starting to realize Joe Burrow ain't one of the top quarterbacks like I've been trying to tell people. He Josh Allen esque. They roller coasters. They roller coaster riders. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time. I ain't about to dive in on these boys.
Yeah, they ain't worth that time. Speaking of not worth the time, we have the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Man, and if the Falcons got any design on keeping the South in their possession, they got to win this game. And so I'm going with the Falcons to take care of business. Kirko, walk into their trap, make it your trap. Ain't that what you've been saying? It's your trap. It's the trap
Mhm.
takeover.
Look, 1 point dogs at home. Falcons. I'm going to
What?
take this one too.
I'm adding that to my Steelers parlay then. I got to group them two
Yeah,
together.
yeah, I like that
So
group two together. Only
oh man,
11% of the
if the
public.
Giants didn't play so early, that would be the perfect third leg. Unless I want to add it on and just wait for days for the other two.
Better wake,
Yeah, because
better wake
think about
up.
it. I'm gonna say, think about it. Giants underdog in that money line with the Falcons and the Steelers both being dogs too.
Look, you better wake up.
Man, man, might have to do that.
You wake up early, make the drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up tomorrow. I'm gonna be up early anyway. You know how father life is. These kids don't let you sleep past 9. It's a wrap. You're up.
Yeah, nine. Nine.
All you hear
Nine.
is the pitter patter of feet. I knock at your door. I'm hungry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of being hungry, we do have the Los Angeles Rams going to the New Orleans Saints. Can they can they win
The
on the
Rams need
road?
this win to kind of rebound against that loss they had. Um, Especially if they want to make it to the offs here. Because, I mean, it's still viable for them. The chance is still there. And I like the quarterback situation more in Los Angeles any day of the week when compared to this team. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. They got to do it. They need it.
Yeah, this will get the Rams to 6-6 if they can pull off the win. And I think they should. This is going to be a 4 o'clock game. So if you want to catch it in the
And they're
afternoon,
usually
I'll
well
probably,
coached. I do like their coach. So
yeah.
uh, their coach quarterback combination and my boy Kua. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Next on the list, we got the Buccaneers versus the Panthers. Can Bryce Young pull off some magic and win at home versus the Buccaneers 6 point dogs?
Honestly, I think they can, and I'm shocked that I'm saying it. I think they can do it because the way Tampa Bay's been playing the last few weeks, it leaves suspicion to me. Honestly, it seems like the light is on for this to kind of happen. Uh, Carolina gave us a hell of a game, but like I said, every time, and this is what I always say about the mainstream media, and especially for fans, oh, y'all barely beat this, barely beat, barely beat. A win's a win. And when you're the world champion 2 times over running, you get every team's best shot. You get the plays that they would use in the Super Bowl if they win. We get that weekly. So just understand the greatness that you're witnessing when you're watching Kansas City play, because we're getting that shot every week. Now back to the matter at hand. If Carolina plays like that, and if Tampa Bay continues to play the way they have been playing, even though they got Mike Evans back and everything, I mean, I could leave the light on for it. They could possibly win this game, unless Mike Evans really gets going. Then we'll have to see.
Right. I'm actually going to pick it too. I think Baker Mayfield is distracted off the field. He's in a lawsuit with his dad and his brother. Like they took $12 million from him. I think he's got a lot going
Damn.
on. Yeah, and I think we're gonna have to go with the Panthers.
Yeah. First time in a long time you heard me say that. So I'm going with the Panthers. Might have to put them on that Rams line, but we'll see what happens there.
I think I'm gonna leave that one solo. That one's got enough juice. If you bet the Panthers money line, it's a plus 210. So if you bet 100, you'll get 300. So
Ooh,
I'm
that's the next leg to that. Put all them underdogs on one card and pray,
yeah,
and pray that that thing that thing
and
roll out.
let me correct what I just said to folks. Because if you bet 100, you'll win $200 and your $100 back. So it's
Right.
$300 in your pocket.
Yeah. See, that's what we need right there. I need that as the other leg. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
That definitely. Yeah.
that they'll bump a leg up too. Next on the list, we got the Eagles versus the Ravens.
Ooh, I like this game. I like the way it sounds, and I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been picking against Big Trust in them for the last few weeks, but for glaring reasons here. The defense ain't all that I thought it was going to be, and the offense sometimes prolific, but sometimes stagnant. But these Eagles, dude, I mean, when I say they've been rolling, and that running attack has been phenomenal, I just don't know if the Ravens can stop, or if they can stop their run game, honestly. I don't know. I have to see. I have to see it happen, and it ain't like they got slouches at wide receiver. So um, I think I'm going Eagles in this one.
and what's crazy is I am too. Like I like these upsets. I'm feeling it. I'm just feeling it this week. It's got it written all over it.
Yeah, and I got a fair one. I'm gonna add that one, man. That we're gonna see. Man, I think that one straight up maybe too, but dude, yeah, the writing's on the wall. That's all I can say.
Sunday night football. 49ers versus Bills in Buffalo.
Oh man, in Buffalo. Uh, I know y'all been real high on these Niners, even though I don't know why, but uh, Matter of fact, I'm going with the Niners. Forget it. Let's do it. Let's go Niners. I want you to beat these Bills just because I hate Buffalo that much. I don't. I don't even want to pick them to win. I'm going with the opposing team.
Yeah, and there are huge dogs in this one. Kind of surprising. Uh,
They are.
yeah, 7-point dogs for the 49ers.
That's even better. I'm gonna take them.
Oh,
That'll
it's
be.
supposed to be terrible weather.
You said probably terrible weather.
Yeah, let me double check the weather. I just seen something that said it. Sunday, 34 degrees high, 29. It doesn't
Ooh,
look that terrible.
yeah, they'll be all right.
It looks like you're getting snow the day before and the day of.
They'll be all right. They gonna have to be a lot of CMC.
Yeah, I think they'll be all right. It's going to be snowing though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Niners because they gonna need it.
It does kind of, that run game ability probably does favor the Niners.
That's what I'm saying. If they can get that thing turning the whole rip, they should be fine. Make sure they keep
Yeah.
Kittle involved.
Yeah, let's go with the Niners with the upset. I might not bet it, but
Yeah, I might be
I'm gonna,
wrong, but I like the way it looks though. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Next, last on the list, we got the Browns versus the Broncos, Monday Night Football.
Ooh, you talk about two pretty good defenses there. My only thing is, no, it ain't my only thing. Come on, Jameis. I'm going with the Browns. Jameis, he's ready. He's believing. He got the Lord with him. And the Broncos are ass anyway. Anytime you ask me, I don't care what their record looks like. Let's go, Cleveland. It's the land, baby.
I'm with it. I'm with it too.
He
You
said,
sign
I'm
me up,
with
coach.
it. He said, I will second that. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I like the Browns defense a little bit more. And honestly, I like the quarterback matchup. I'm always going to like Jameis. So I'll take Jameis over Bo Nix in this game for sure. Uh, I like the tight end matchup with Njoku. Even their backup is pretty raw. I forgot who it is. So hopefully they'll be able to just move the rock on these boys and have a pretty solid run game. Hopefully they can open some stuff up. But like I said, we know Denver really on the back end can't cover too much deep, so they'll take some shots. We'll see.
I'm with it. We got a lot of dogs this week, but I'm with it. I'm with it.
Oh yeah, it's a dog
One,
weekend.
two, three, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, I think we're at 6 dogs this week. 7 if I get the Dolphins. I think I got 8 dogs this week.
Well,
You got 6.
that that one's just out of reality. You need to take time and come back on that one. Sunday pre-show. So whenever, well, no, they play on tomorrow. Never mind. That's just
Yeah,
Sunday pre-show.
I think I'm gonna do a pre-show tomorrow too, just
Okay.
because.
That's there. I might have to go ahead and jump in there with you. We're gonna have to see, and we got a lot going on here this week in football. So I'm glad to see
Yeah,
it all on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, WWE Survivor Series. I got a video coming on that, and this Friday SmackDown. Paul Heyman's back as the wise man. Just a little wrestling news for y'all, and we got those videos coming soon here. Right down the pipe. This Bloodline Civil War finally culminating. Just had to throw that out there.
yeah, and that is gonna be a YouTube exclusive if you're on Rumble. If you're on Rumble, make sure you hit that like and
Yeah,
subscribe and all that stuff too.
for sure. Make sure you check it out on YouTube, man. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to miss it. But anyway, yeah, I got the Browns though. Real talk.
Yeah, Browns for sure.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's gonna be your Week 13 matchups. Make sure you bet wisely and all that good junk. Enjoy your holidays. Hopefully, you You had fun and all that good stuff. And
Man.
I guess we'll see you when we see you on the next one.
Yeah, see you on the next one. Pre-show tomorrow. We'll see what's going on, man. Last chance for Mr. KC to jump off that fin situation. But we'll see what happens. Oh God. As tradition, I'm that dude with the beard. He's Mr. KC. Till next time, folks.